the latest military news update. This is AFP Community News, hosted by Rob Suzon every 12 noon, Mondays to Fridays. Only here on DWDD Armed Forces Radio. One AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Armed Forces of the Philippines celebrates 89th founding anniversary. Philippines and Vietnam strengthen defense ties. Comelec eyes to put Sulu under its control following the ambush of the Comelec employee. OCD calls for tsunami preparedness as series of quakes jolts Ilocos shore.
Good day everyone, as well as our troops at Camp Emilio Aguinaldo, Quezon City. Today is a Monday, December 23, and we'll bring you the latest news from the armed forces and other information around the Philippines. In behalf of Rob Suzon, this is Jhai Simbajon for AFP Community News.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And the Armed Forces of the Philippines celebrated its 89th founding anniversary with President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. as the guest of honor and speaker. The theme of this year's celebration, AFP at 89, Sandigan ng Sambayanan tungo sa bagong Pilipinas, highlights the AFP's enduring commitment to serving as a pillar of strength for the Filipino people in achieving a stronger and more progressive nation. Aside from the traditional testimonial parade and review, President Marcos also awarded outstanding AFP members who excelled in their combat and administrative duties. Among the awards are the Medal for Valor, AFP EP of the Year, AFP Civilian Human Resource of the Year, ROTC of the Year, and Campaign Streamer Awards. Meanwhile, before the said celebration, series of pre-anniversary activities were conducted, such as Fisher Folk Forum in Ilocos Norte, a gift-giving with wounded personnel at Viluna Medical Center, the Talakayang Mabini, and a wreath-laying ceremony honoring fallen soldiers.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The Philippines and Vietnam strengthened its defense ties during the latter's visit at the Department of National Defense. Senior Colonel Nguyen Van Son, outgoing defense attaché of Vietnam to the Philippines, and Senior Colonel Long Van Man, incoming Vietnamese defense attaché, rendered a joint courtesy call to the Secretary of National Defense. National Defense Secretary Gilberto C. Teodoro Jr. thanked Senior Colonel Van Son for his contributions in enhancing the bilateral defense relations between the Philippines and Vietnam. Meanwhile, SND Teodoro Jr. recalled the visit of General Phan Van Giang, Minister of National Defense of Vietnam, last August 29 to 30, 2024, where the two officials discussed the renewal of Memorandum of Agreement on defense cooperation between the two countries.
DWDD Armed Forces News. Armed Forces Radio.
For other updates, let us hear the details about Philippine Army and TUP showcase research prototypes with potential military use. Go ahead, Gina.
Yes, Jhai, the Philippine Army and the Technological University of the Philippines Reserve Officer Training Corps Training Committee and the TUP showcased research and development prototypes with potential military use developed by the TUP ROTC cadets during the ROTC exhibit at the TUP main campus, San Marcelino Street, Ayala Boulevard, Ermita, Manila. The said exhibit, a part of the TUP's 123rd founding anniversary, aims to focus on the ROTC students' role in research and development that can contribute to the armed forces of the Philippines' implementation of the self-reliant defense posture. The products displayed include the line tracing robot that could be used for autonomous navigation, reconnaissance, and logistics. The Physics World, a simulation-based learning for projectile motion, an interactive simulation platform to enhance the understanding of projectile motion that is crucial for artillery and weapons training, and the Battle Box Robot Gladiator with camouflage capability designed for combat simulation, combat tracking, and reconnaissance. This is Gina reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Gina.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And the Armed Forces of the Philippines conducted an awarding ceremony honoring the dedication and invaluable contributions of its personnel, partners, and stakeholders. The event recognized exceptional individuals and groups who have demonstrated exemplary service, innovative contributions, and unwavering commitment to the AFP's mission of safeguarding the nation and promoting peace. In his message, AFP Chief of Staff General Romeo S. Browner Jr. expressed his heartfelt gratitude to the awardees and highlighted the significance of a collective strength and unity within the AFP and its network of partners. Meanwhile, the said ceremony is part of the AFP's 89th founding anniversary celebration.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And the Armed Forces of the Philippines awarded the Medal for Valor, the highest military recognition for acts of bravery in combat, to First Lieutenant Del Jun C. Evangelista during the AFP's 89th founding anniversary at Camp Aguinaldo. The award recognizes First Lieutenant Evangelista's extraordinary bravery and unwavering commitment as the assault platoon leader during a fierce encounter with approximately 150 Abu Sayyaf group militants at Sitio Corellem, Silangcom, Tipo-Tipo, Basilan Province. His leadership and courage resulted in a neutralization of 10 ASG militants, the recovery of 16 high-powered firearms, and the successful rescue of 2 wounded Marines. First Lieutenant Evangelista is the 43rd recipient of the Medal for Valor, and his award was received by his brother, Mr. Denver Evangelista.
DWDD Armed Forces News. Armed Forces Radio.
On the other line, let us hear more from Leonor about the 64th Infantry Battalion facilitates Rido settlement in Lanao del Sur. Leonor?
64th Infantry Knights Battalion facilitated the Rido settlement between the long-standing feuding clans in Lanao del Sur. The Rido between the Asimpen Otig Musama Dida family from Kabatagan and the Kanakan Radyo Muda Mamaro Balao family from Balabagan has finally put to an end after the said settlement. With these representatives of both families who were in the Holy Quran signing a peace agreement to leave their grievances behind and work together for a brighter future. The ceremony highlighted the 64th Infantry Knights Battalion's resolute commitment to peace and security. This is Leonor Tanap reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Leonor.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And Ambassador of Republic of Korea to the Philippines, His Excellency Lee Sang-hwa paid a courtesy visit to Secretary of National Defense Gilberto C. Teodoro Jr. at the Department of National Defense. Secretary Teodoro emphasized the significant strides in bilateral defense cooperation, particularly in logistics and the defense industry, as the Philippines and South Korea mark the 75th anniversary of their diplomatic relations this year. During the visit, Secretary Teodoro highlighted the anticipated delivery of the 3,200-ton patrol vessel for the Philippine Navy, which will be named BRP Miguel Malvar. Both officials who also reflected on the recent declaration of a strategic partnership between the two nations during ROK President Yoon Suk-yeol's state visit to the Philippines in October 2024 reaffirmed their shared commitment to deepening and expanding the strategic defense partnership in the coming years.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And for our national news,
DWDD National News.
the Commission on Elections is studying the possibility of placing the province of Sulu under its control. This comes after the ambush of Comelec Provincial Supervisor Vidsfar Julie Amil in Zamboanga City on Saturday. Comelec Chairman George Erwin Garcia said the incident would be studied thoroughly to determine if it was election-related. He said the commission must be very careful in deciding to place an area under its control or even consider it an area of concern because it could seriously affect its reputation.
DWDD National News. Armed Forces Radio.
And now let us hear our reporter on the ground about the Sustainable Livelihood Program grants to 5 barangays in Aurora. Go on for the details, Meljoy.
Yes, good afternoon. The Philippine Army's Charlie Company, 91st Infantry Sinagtala Battalion, 7th Infantry Cognay Division, led by 1st Lieutenant Zamzamin K. Dimasid Singh Company Commander, facilitated the awarding of Sustainable Livelihood Program grants to 5 barangays in Maria Aurora on December 20, 2024. Lieutenant Colonel Aris A. Quinto, Acting Commanding Officer of the 91st Infantry Sinagtala Battalion, shared that the awarding ceremony was held at the Municipal Plaza of Maria Aurora. Each of the 5 barangays, Bagtu, Kabitukulan East, Florida, Dibucao, and Diome, receive a check worth 300,000 pesos, totaling of 1.5 million pesos. The event was attended by key officials, including Municipal Mayor Ariel S. Bitong, the Municipal Social Welfare and Development Team, and representatives from the Department of Social Welfare and Development, led by Mr. Michael G. Olila, PDO2 of EO70 focal person. Lieutenant Colonel Quinto noted that the grants would empower residents to establish sustainable sources of income for their families. The Sustainable Livelihood Program is a government initiative aimed at improving the lives of marginalized communities by providing financial assistance to support income-generating activities. This is Meljo Inesio Arroco reporting for AFP Community News, One AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Meljoy.
DWDD National News.
And more than 400,000 wait-listed households are now new beneficiaries of the Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino Program, or 4Ps. Department of Social Welfare and Development Secretary Rex Gatchalian said around 434,317 households would be next in line to replace the beneficiaries who have graduated from the program. Meanwhile, DSWD Assistant Secretary Irene Dumlao explained that 1.8 million potential households were up for validation to determine if they pass the 4Ps criteria. The DSWD official said identified poor and near-poor households or families must be willing to comply with the conditions and must have a family member under 18 years old or with a pregnant family member of the time of registration.
DWDD National News.
And the Office of the Civil Defense urged the public to be on high alert and take immediate steps to prepare for potential tsunami threats amid a series of earthquakes offshore of Ilocos Sur. OCD Administrator Undersecretary Ariel Nepomuceno said directed the regional directors of civil defense offices in Ilocos, Cagayan Valley, and Central Luzon to work closely with partner national government agencies and local government units to ensure the safety of residents. From December 17 to 21, the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology has recorded 49 earthquakes off Ilocos Sur. The seismic activity was centered about 100 kilometers northwest of Santa Catalina town.
DWDD National News. Armed Forces Radio.
Let us hear more updates from JR about Philippine Army among most trusted at top-performing government agencies in Q4 of 2024. Go ahead, JR.
Natugon ng masa survey result reported by Okta Research stated that the Philippine Army is one of the most trusted and top-performing government agency in the fourth quarter of 2024. The survey showed that a significant majority, 78% of adult Filipinos, were satisfied with the Philippine Army and its overall accomplishments. Likewise, a significant majority, 77% of adult Filipinos, said they trust the Army while only 2% distrust it, delivering a net trust rating of plus 75. Meanwhile, in terms of major geographic areas, the Philippine Army's net satisfaction rating was consistently high, having a highest rating in Visayas plus 84. This is JR reporting for AFP Community News, One AFP for a Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, JR.
DWDD National News.
And the seismic activity persisted at Canlaon volcano with 15 volcanic earthquakes being monitored over a 24-hour period. Based on PHIVOLC's latest bulletin, the Canlaon volcano also spewed 7,198 tons of sulfur dioxide. Its plume also remained obscure and its edifice inflated. Alert level 3 is currently raised over Canlaon volcano.
DWDD National News.
And the Bureau of Immigration has urged travelers who are going abroad during the holidays to be at the airport early or at least 3 hours before their scheduled flights. Immigration Commissioner Joel Anthony Viado said there is a significant increase of passengers anywhere in the world during the Christmas season and the New Year. The BI earlier reported that it expects around 110,000 daily arrivals and departures during the holidays. Viado assured the public that all immigration counters at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport and other major airports around the country would be fully manned by immigration officers 24/7.
DWDD National News. Armed Forces Radio.
We have a report coming in from 2nd Civil Relations Group about 903rd Infantry Brigade celebrates 15th founding anniversary in Sorsogon. Go ahead, Sena.
The 903rd Infantry Patriot Brigade commemorated its 15th founding anniversary with the theme Legacy of Patriotism, 15 years of championing excellence at its headquarters. The event was graced by Honorable Isagani B. Mendoza, Mayor of Castilla, who served as the guest of honor and speaker. A highlight of the celebration was the recognition and awarding ceremony where outstanding military personnel, esteemed stakeholders, and valued retainers were honored for their significant contributions toward the brigade's mission of ensuring peace, security, and community development in the region. Their dedication and service has been vital in strengthening the brigade's impact throughout its years of operation. Honorable Mendoza commended the brigade's remarkable accomplishment and acknowledged the collective efforts of its officers, enlisted personnel, and civilian partners, emphasized the brigade's vital role in fostering peace and progress through unwavering dedication, professionalism, and excellence. With renewed determination, the Team Patriot remains resolute in its mission to uphold peace, security, and progress for the Bicolano people. This is Sena from Sulcom reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Sena.
DWDD National News.
Frontline personnel of the Bureau of Immigration or those deployed at the country's airports and seaports were not allowed to go on leave this holiday season. Immigration Commissioner Joel Anthony Viado said that he had issued a directive that frontline BI personnel are disallowed to go on leave from December 15 to January 15. He explained that the ban will assure the public that the BI will be at full force during the holiday season. More than 30 additional officers have also been deployed to augment frontline operations at the airport.
DWDD National News.
And Health Secretary Teodoro Herbosa has warned the binge eating and the excessive drinking during the Christmas season could lead to the holiday heart syndrome. Herbosa explained that holiday heart syndrome is characterized by irregular heartbeat and palpitation, the early signs of a possible health problems. He said that there are so many people getting heart attacks and strokes after the holidays. The DOH chief then reminded the public that holiday heart syndrome and other possible cardiopulmonary diseases could be prevented through regular exercise.
DWDD National News. Armed Forces Radio.
More updates from Glenn about Army and PNP recover NPA arms cache in Quezon and Kamsur. Glenn?
Yes, good afternoon, Jhai. The combined troops of the 2nd Infantry Jungle Fighter Division and the Philippine National Police recovered two separate arms caches in General Nakar, Quezon, and in Labo, Camarines Norte. According to reports from 202nd Infantry Brigade, the information given to the soldiers of the 80th Infantry Battalion led the police to conduct operation at Barangay Pangsangahan, where they discovered an armed cache hidden by the NPA terrorists containing 2 rifle barrels, 4 improvised firing devices, 32 rounds of live ammunition, 4 shotgun shells, a sling bag, and assorted wires. Meanwhile, the 201st Infantry Brigade reported that troops of the 16th Infantry Battalion, together with the police, acted on information from a former rebel regarding the location of the NPA arms cache in Barangay Malibago, Labo, Camarines Norte. The troops recovered 2,307 of live ammunition of various firearms, 3 rolls of the detonating cords, 86 blasting cups, a roll of electrical wire, and 3 plastic drums. This is Glenn Ligulchan reporting for AFP Community News. One AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Glenn Gulchan.
DWDD National News.
A coalition of health advocates is calling for urgent revisions to the expanded Senior Citizens Act. Raising awareness on influenza to support the elderly, or a RACE coalition, emphasized the need for equitable access to life-saving vaccines and healthcare services for all Filipino seniors. They highlighted the critical importance of immunization and safeguarding older adults from preventable diseases. The group also highlighted that proposed reforms aim to address gaps in the current healthcare system that leave many senior citizens vulnerable due to financial, geographical, or logistical barriers.
DWDD National News.
And the Regional Tripartite Wages and Productivity Board, Caraga, has approved a 50 peso increase to bring the daily minimum wage for private sector workers in the region. The RTWPB 13 also sets the minimum monthly wage for domestic workers in the Caraga region at 6,000 pesos. The new wage orders will take effect on January 2, 2025. The 50 peso increase will be implemented in two tranches, 30 pesos on January 2 and 20 pesos on May 1 next year. These adjustments will bring the new minimum daily wage to 435 pesos on January 2 and 455 pesos on Labor Day.
DWDD National News. Armed Forces Radio.
Another update from Moffett about 8th Infantry Division highlights peace and development accomplishments in Arpoca Full Council meeting. Moffett?
Yes, Jhai, good afternoon. The 8th Infantry Stormtroopers Division emphasized peace and development accomplishments in Eastern Visayas during the 4th Quarter Regional Peace and Order Council 8 Full Council meeting at Pacific Point, San Jose, Tacloban City. The 8ID highlighted the progress in reducing the strength and influence of communist terrorist groups, enhancing regional security, and supporting development initiatives in the region. According to the 8ID's report, the unit recorded 26 encounters, with the CTGs resulting in the neutralization of its 36 members, where 15 killed, 3 apprehended, and 18 who surrendered. Meanwhile, 8ID Commander Major General Adonis Ariel G. Orio, Philippine Army, credited these achievements to the sustained efforts of the Joint Task Force Storm and the strong collaboration among government agencies, stakeholders, and support local communities. This is Moffett Tizon reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Moffett.
DWDD National News.
And for our final news, the University of the Philippines Philippine General Hospital, or UPPGH, has unveiled its new equipment for high-quality medical care for indigent patients. UPPGH announced the inauguration of a combined imaging capability in positron emission tomography and computed tomography, or the PET-CT scan, or for more comprehensive diagnostics. UPPGH Director Gerardo Legaspi highlighted a 4-year wait for the first PET-CT scan facility. He said that the procedure can accommodate up to 8 patients a day at present and will be increased to 15 once operations become regular.
DWDD National News.
And that's all for today's broadcast. Thank you for joining us, especially to our audience in our Facebook page, AFP Radio DWDD. Don't forget to tune in on Thursday for more updates, same time, same station. And before we conclude our news program, your DWDD AFP Radio family would like to extend our advance greetings of Merry Christmas to our audience and supporters. Again, this is Jhai Simbajon for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Behold the latest military news update. This is AFP Community News, hosted by Rob Suzon every 12 noon, Mondays to Fridays. Only here on DWDD Armed Forces Radio. One AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Ito ang DWDD 1134 kHz AM. Balita, impormasyon at musika Ito ang DWDD AFP Radio, Boses ng Kawal Pilipino.
Kayo ay nakatutok sa DWDD AFP Radio. Kami po ay kasapi ng KBP, Kapisanan ng mga Broadcaster ng Pilipinas.